Edward, Rob, Converse, hypothetical question for you. Jesus did not rise from the dead bodily. How do you explain the evidence that we have found in the New Testament? Go.
No, there is no way of explaining it.
Okay, that's Edward's.
Done.
I would.
Game over.
That's okay, Edward. That's your answer. Converse
right.
contender. Let's pretend in this hypothetical that Jesus did not rise from the dead. How would you explain the evidence we have called the New Testament?
If he didn't, how would I know that? First, I would have to know, how do I know that that's not true?
This is a hypothetical question.
Hypothetical.
I'm sorry?
Converse, can you imagine yourself in a red Ferrari right now?
No, Doug, I understand what you're saying. I'm asking you. You just said...
It's just,
Okay, Edward's answer
wait
is...
one second.
Very
Everybody,
loud and
one second.
Dude.
Have you ever heard of incredulity? Because that's what your faces are screaming right now.
Books.
Yes, Converse.
Hang on.
Pretend that Jesus Christ did not bodily rise from the dead. How would you explain the evidence we have called the New Testament?
So I don't know, right? I'm asking a clarifying question. I don't know how.
You know in this hypothetical that Jesus did not rise from the dead bodily. And now I'm asking you to use your imagination to figure out how we could have the evidence called the New Testament.
Could you, one more clarifying question? How do I know that? Just pretending I know?
It doesn't matter. It's just a thought experiment.
Yeah, this is a thought experiment.
Testament.
Edward, I love your answer. You gave an honest, quick answer, and you said it wouldn't exist. Now I'm asking Converse contender.
But in the hypothetical, let's say that I knew the case was that Christ didn't rise from the dead because of some other evidence that outweighed it, then my answer would be different. It would be because there's other evidence that outweighed it, or something like that, for example. That's why I'm asking for the clarifying question. Everybody's like, oh, he can't answer. Oh, he can't answer.
No, he's asking you to imagine, can you come up with explanations for the accounts of the resurrection in the New Testament that do not include bodily resurrection? Is there other possible, can you imagine can you comprehend intellectually and consciously any other interpretations and understandings and explanations for the accounts of the resurrection in the New Testament?
Yeah, I would just take your on that. In that case, I'll just take your stance on that as well. Like, I think that it would be.
I'm aware of all the atheist explanations.
Yeah, I think they're all kind of ad hoc.
So the answer from Converse contender is the same as Edward's, that we wouldn't have the New Testament?
Not that we wouldn't have it, but that all the other explanations would be ad hoc.
It would be ad hoc.
Yeah,
no,
like
in the hypothetical. No, remember the hypothetical is that he didn't rise from the dead physically.
Right. So my question to Converse, and I'm going to give him a chance to change his answer. So far, he said he agrees with Edward. How could we possibly have all the stuff we have in the New Testament if it's true that Jesus Christ never rose from the dead? What would be your answer?
How could we possibly have everything we have in the New Testament?
You just go through the explanation.
Yeah, I don't think we would have it. Yeah,
they made it up.
He's right. I don't think we would have it. Yeah.
We got an answer. Rob, what's yours?
I honestly, so I'm trying to marry Converse and Edward. So in other words, you have this document called the New Testament. It's not been tampered with in this thought experiment, right? So just the way we have it today. Right. And so, okay, then I find out Jesus, as a theoretical point, Jesus did not rise from the dead.
Right.
So then I can't help but then see this as, remember earlier I said, look, this document showcases not only just remarkable literature, but it gives an account of a solution to that question of chaos count. So therefore, just as Star Wars, the story of Star Wars, obviously it's got a lot of mythical elements to it, or like Harry Potter or Narnia, all those stories, they're beautiful. Even Lord of the Rings, they're rich in depth. But the New Testament is probably the most significant literary fiction ever concocted by humanity. It's the most ingenious literary piece of work.
Okay, I love your answer, Rob. You basically
that would be my conclusion.
We actually progressed here with Edward and Converse contender. Their answer was, I can't imagine how we could have the New Testament today in its form if Jesus Christ did not rise bodily. To you two guys, I say, shame on you. You lack imagination.